Well, our next speaker is not only a sharp-dressed man, one of the sharpest-dressed men in the movement, but I would amend ZZ Top's song to say, everyone is crazy about a strategic, courageous pitbull attorney who does the hard, thankless work to win victories for life. That's the new song that ZZ Top probably is going to perform. Our next speaker is a fearless pro-life warrior, seasoned medical malpractice attorney, and co-founder of Abortion on Trial. He masterfully blends the precision of a courtroom with passionate grassroots activism to save unborn lives and dismantle the abortion industry. He's wielded legal scrutiny and mobilized communities to expose negligence and fraud. His groundbreaking efforts halted operations at two notorious late-term abortion facilities. The first was Southwestern Women's Options, run by the so-called godfather of abortion, Curtis Wayne Boyd. Boyd's practice was crippled by a $1.265 million wrongful death settlement. The second victory was Washington Surgical Clinic, led by the butcher of D.C., Cesar Santangelo. Santangelo's abortion facility was shuttered in September 25, just a few months ago, after its license lapsed amidst this speaker's relentless pressure. Beyond clinics, he also ended the late-term arm of the Ryan Residency Program at the University of New Mexico. He outlawed abortion in 4 New Mexico cities and 2 counties through grassroots-driven sanctuary cities for the unborn ordinances. He also dismantled, how many things has he done? A 19-university fetal tissue network that commodified aborted babies and women's pregnancy tissue. A true warrior, courageous warrior for life, who also happens to be a sharp-dressed man. Please join me in welcoming attorney Mike Seibel.
You know, I'm sitting here reflecting on how blessed I am. Today, in a couple of hours, I get to litigate against an abortionist that was behind Roe versus Wade in the name of Curtis Wayne Boyd for a consent issue that Melissa Oden just kind of touched upon. My client was on meth at the time, and you can't consent when you are intoxicated. So I've sued for the wrongful death of a baby, and I just wanted to, at about 4:30 today, if you could say a little prayer for me, because I think this is going to be an impactful case. But my talk today is mainly about how to end late-term abortion in your communities. And let me take you back to 2013. I don't know if my slides are coming up. Oops. In 2013, there was a referendum in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that referendum was to end late-term abortion, as Curtis Wayne Boyd himself, the godfather of abortion, had taken Tiller's people from Wichita after Tiller's death and moved him to Albuquerque, New Mexico, making Albuquerque, New Mexico the late-term abortion capital of the world. And we lost that referendum. Even though we spent $2.5–3 million in the city referendum, we lost 55 to 45. And we handed the weapon that is being used against us right now across the country with these constitutional amendments. And these constitutional amendments have been enacted all over the country, everywhere from Kansas to Montana to Michigan, Ohio, Virginia is coming up, Maryland, New York, Missouri, legalizing abortion up to the date of birth. And many people ask me, how are we going to stop this in my blue state in this situation? How are we going to get these late-term abortionists out of our communities? And what people don't realize is late-term abortion is mainly elective and it's mainly outpatient clinic. And it's an easy target. And why it's an easy target to go after late-term abortion is the simple fact that every abortionist, every insurance company, every university has standards and protocols called the standard of care. And the standard of care has been testified to by super abortionists Mark Nichols and Lisa Ketter of the Ohio State University, saying that these late-term abortions must occur inside a hospital or hospital-like setting. That means all these outpatient abortion centers, such as the one Partners in Care in Maryland, are operating outside the medical standard of care. And we are simply not speaking out about it, we're not documenting it, and we're not doing anything about it. And it's time for us to say, late-term abortion in this country must end, and our own communities can fix this issue. If you don't believe that, Southwestern Women's Options, the leading late-term abortion place in America, shuttered its doors on March 6th of 2023. And why did they do that? Well, there was a little settlement that they got involved with, and it probably canceled their insurance, their malpractice insurance. Well, I mean, that doesn't save lives, does it, Mike? Well, this is an IPRA request to the New Mexico Department of Health. And in 2022 to 2023, we saw a huge increase from all the abortions coming from Texas. But we had one decrease. It was a significant decrease. It was an almost 80% decrease in the amount of 21-week plus abortions because Curtis Wayne Boyd shut down his place. That was 334 lives saved. That's an incredible amount of lives saved. And if that wasn't enough to save those lives there, why not travel to DC? So this summer, I had the opportunity to work with two amazing people who you're going to hear from later, Sadie Olson and Kristen Dorsey. They filmed late-term abortionist Cesar Santangelo outside of his clinic. He could barely walk. He had his arm in a cast. And things were being published all over the internet, but we needed a plan to go after him. So what did we do? We used the legal arm of the community. And we went and put together a 14-page complaint to the DC Board of Health, documenting his past history and everything else. And we submitted that, as well as submitted letters to the NAF, to all the abortion referral agencies saying, if you refer to this man, Cesar Santangelo, you are going to be held liable by attorneys in this situation. We are putting you on notice that if you do that, we're going to seek punitive damages against the referral agencies. And guess what happened? Cesar Santangelo has never opened his doors since. They have taken him off. They have taken him off the referral list from every abortion agency that referred to him now. The clinic is dead. It's going to be a miracle for the abortion industry to resurrect it, and I don't think God performs those type of miracles. So, I mean, this was the live action article in this situation that we finally got that closed.
It's not live action.
And I'm going to introduce you to a little new site that we have. This is www.abortioninjury.com. It's a 4-page site with my co-counsel and I. We have begun to advertise across the nation in this situation with billboards outside of abortion clinics lately. We are partnering with local attorneys to do that, to advertise the dangers of either late-term abortion or the abortion pill in this situation. I don't think we're going to get many cases, but you know what? I'm going to try and dissuade as many women that go into clinics as possible. And this is the type of community action, because we partnered with Pro-Life Wisconsin to do these type of projects. And we can end late-term abortion in Maryland and in Chicago. And in New Jersey is one of them that I want to do. And also in Colorado, if we have a sustained plan of action. If we have that sustained plan of action, we can use the legal system to stop these late-term abortionists from deviating from the standard of care of these abortions having to take place in a hospital or a hospital-like setting. And you may say, Mike, it's just going to move it to the hospitals. No, it's not. The hospitals have a different standard. And that standard is they have to apply to the Joint Commission on Hospitals in this situation. And when they do, they can't do elective abortions like the outpatient clinics can, because it is too dangerous. Curtis Wayne Boyd himself, the leading third trimester abortionist in this country, has said each week that goes by in the pregnancy makes it more dangerous. And these abortionists know this at the hospital, and they're not going to deviate from it. Plus, if you've ever gotten a hospital bill, it's not the $19,000 that they charge at these little late-term abortion places. It's $4,500 to $100,000 at a hospital setting. We're going to dramatically destroy the abortion industry's ability to create late-term abortion. So what can you do about this? What can the average person do about this? Well, look what Sadie Olson did. Look what Kristen Dorsey did. They're not big organizations. They're not gigantic. They're little people out on the sidewalk, documenting what is going on, taking it to the appropriate people who can do something about it, who have an action plan. You can do this in your community by wearing body cams, by doing other things so that you can get this to the appropriate medical malpractice attorneys or the appropriate attorneys in your neighborhood to get this done. I will help you. I will be more than willing to help you. And if you want even more information about it, Dina from the Leadership Institute did a wonderful thing yesterday. She brought me and Carol Novielli from Live Action and Sadie Olson together for a 5-hour seminar on how to close your late-term abortionists. So we have an action plan, and we are going to do what we need to do. We're going to shut down late-term abortion in this country. The heinous, horrible practice that kills innocent babies beyond the 26th week. This is unbelievable gruesomeness. And if it's in your communities, you need to step up. You need to do something more. You need to say, you know what? I'm going to go after my late-term abortionist, or your abortionist in general. And if you need help, I'm there for you. So just contact www.abortioninjury.com and we'll do this together. God bless you all and have a great March for Life.